Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to explain how to use the product rule in calculus. So the product rule is something we're going to want to use whenever we're taking the derivative of two functions that are multiplied together, like in these two examples here. I have it written up in the corner. So the product rule says the derivative of two functions f of x times g of x equals the derivative of f of x times g of x plus the derivative of g of x times f of x. Now, I like to think of that in words to help me remember what's going on. So if we think of f of x as the first function and g of x as the second function, then what this says is take the derivative of the first times the second plus the derivative of the second times the first. So now let's look at some examples and see how the product rule actually works. So example 1 says take the derivative of x squared times e to the x. So let's let x squared be function 1 and e to the x be function 2. So then by the product rule, it says take the derivative of the first, which is going to be 2x, times the second, which is e to the x, plus the derivative of the second, which is e to the x, because the exponential's derivative is itself, times the first, which is x squared. And that's going to be the answer for example 1. That's it. That's how we take the derivative of two functions that are multiplied together using the product rule. Okay, now let's look at example 2. So we need to take the derivative of sine of x times cosine x. So let's let sine be function 1 and cosine be function 2. Then by the product rule, this derivative equals the derivative of the first, which is going to be cosine of x, times the second, which is cosine of x, plus the derivative of the second, which is going to be negative sine of x, times the first, which is sine of x. And this is going to equal cosine squared of x minus sine squared x. And that's how we take this derivative using the product rule. I hope this video helped you understand the product rule, and thanks for watching. If you thought this video was helpful, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends.